Why hello there everybody, and welcome to a fine Saturday evening, or whatever happens to be in your time zone. I'm SLdr Cody. And I'm Cody. Hello everybody. Tush. Ah, yes. Oh my goodness. So, we are giving the 2K thing a try. And so far, I see no option for 2K at all. It's not even there grayed out, so I don't know if that's just because it doesn't show up for me because I'm broadcasting, or if it's something else, but, yeah, I don't know, I followed the instructions. I set the canvas size, I set the, enhanced broadcasting, la-di-da-di-da, all that, whatever is required, and, I don't know, I'm not seeing any sign that it's even available. So, is it really available, even though it said so on my dashboard that it was available? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that right now. I can't even check on my other device because my other device is not 2K capable, so it's not going to show up. But, I guess we'll see how it goes. I am outputting in the 2K or whatever the heck. I can tell because my bitrate is over 10,000 right now, so... And, you know, the canvas size is different. I've got it was such a pain in the arse putting this together for a 2K because it involved making the canvas larger. So I had to make all of my sources that are full screen larger. And I was putting together custom transitions too. And, well, I had to create a 2K variation of those too. By the way, we have a fancy new custom transition. It works for certain scenes. It doesn't work for all scenes, but whatever scenes it doesn't work on, it'll just do the fade to the scene and anything like that. So, oh my goodness, Lucky's here. Welcome on in, Lucky. Good to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone. It's good to see you again. We are apparently streaming in 2K, but like I said earlier, I have no idea if it's actually working because I only saw 1080 from my side. I know, things are pretty good so far. We got a lot of rain here. It's just been raining all day. Very Vancouver-like weather. No lag inside? Well, that's awesome to hear. That's more important than whether the 2K appears or not. I want to know. I'd like to know if 2K is working or not. Or if it's available or not. Don't swap to 2K if you can't take it. Don't do that. It does require more of download speed to view a stream in 2K, so. But I was definitely curious. I wanted to see if it worked, and I guess we'll see. We'll see if it works. More importantly, is it going to work with Outbrk? Oh, the storms are fun. Oh, the rain here would be so much more fun if it had some thunderstorms. So, the southern part of the prairies had a very photogenic thunderstorm. It was showing off. It was definitely being a show-off. The beautiful shelf cloud that so many people took pictures of. The continuous lightning. It was definitely showing off down there. We were keeping an eye on that particular storm. Calgary and Airdrie would have gotten it. So, yeah, it was like south-central Alberta. They would have gotten that, and people further down from there. We had a cloud that had 3 landspots at once. I saw a picture of 3 fungal clouds from a cloud earlier this week. So yeah, apparently we had that sort of weather too. Actually, apparently fungal clouds has been a thing for a lot of areas. Because it started with an air mass in the prairies, and then that air mass decided to go down into part of the US and spread from there. And then another fungal-capable system moved into the prairie region. There's been a lot of fungal cloud potential, and a whole lot of nothing here. I've got to say, weather-wise, July is an extreme disappointment right now for over here. Now, if I travel down to like the Calgary Airdrie area, like I was mentioned earlier, that area, such beautiful pictures. Oh, I would have loved to have been down there. My goodness. Ain't ya lucky? Yeah. Hopefully, things pick up. July is supposed to be one of the most threatening months, but so far it's been a. So far, July. I'm just gonna taunt you as a month. So far, you've been very wimpy weather-wise. Like, what is this? Trying to make me yawn? What's that line that Lance says in SLdr Chronicles 3? Trying to make me yawn to death or something like that? My goodness. We're going down to Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska's going to get some really wicked weather lately. Although I don't think I would have wanted to be down there when... I'm pretty sure that was a derecho went through there last month. That looked like a lot of nasty winds. My goodness. But, yeah. There may not be any real good storms for me to watch outside right now. In person. 100 plus winds. Yeah. 100 push winds. Oh, that would be disastrous. My goodness. So yeah, we may not have any crazy weather here right now, but we can chase some weather in Outbrk. Last week, Outbrk performed surprisingly well. It was up, it was stable. I think we had one scenario where the entire application decided to hang for some reason, and I had to force close it, but that was about it. Now I'm making sure that my Windows 11 virtual machine is not running. That virtual machine does utilize some GPU. So, yeah, I just have to make sure. Did I really just try launching Outbrk straight from the menu? Also, why is it running an install script? I'm sorry, did Outbrk undergo an update? Oh. No, Outbrk did not update. What is that just Steam being, I don't know, steamy? This Faz is updated. I don't think the last Faz update was very big though. Not that I'm really going to end up playing that anymore. Unfortunately, with like the newest updates for that game, it has become just extremely beginner unfriendly, and it's just like, no. Plus, I have a lot of other games on my backlog here, and also Mario Kart World. I have another wave of cups that I need to 3-star. And that's mirror mode, so, whoo. Lots has changed in Faz since last played. Yeah. Including one of the most annoying things, the fact that you have to hit level 50 in order to, Friendly Ghost. Which sort of defeats the purpose of Friendly Ghost. Why is it even in the game, then, if you can't do it from the start? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you want a Friendly Ghost by the time you hit 50? By the time you're hitting 50, you're already becoming familiar with some of the ghosts. If you're not doing it in any sort of, like, cheese way. Oh, Fireworks Mania updated. Yeah, Friendly Ghost is for getting to know it. It's like, level 50? What? Oh, Fireworks Mania just removed a, seasonal thing. Okay. I'm sure eventually what Fireworks Mania will be doing is they won't have to patch to manually remove seasonal things. I know a lot of games when they do the seasonal stuff, it usually starts out, okay, we have to patch this in, and now we have to patch it out. And then eventually they work their magic, and they're able to just have things start and end automatically. Final Fantasy XIV still has to... usually they sneak it in with one of their standard patches when a seasonal event is happening, and usually they like patch it in ahead of time so that when it comes to the correct time on the server. There we go. The seasonal event is there. Like, as soon as it hits... Well, when the heck do things normally rotate here? Daylight savings time, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. over here. Whenever it's a Final Fantasy XIV seasonal. Okay, Outbrk is finally launching now that Steam is done installing who knows what. Better not be something I don't like. All I know is that it was like visual something distributable. I know that's a what's it again? Sort of a scripted language of sorts. Warning, storm chasing. Storm chasing, yeah, extremely dangerous activity, professionals only. Otherwise, just chase them in-game. In-game, if the tornado gives you a big hug, well, you'll have another shot on another chase. Real life doesn't work that way. Make sure you know what you're doing. Now, I'm going to fix the resolution settings before we change over, because that bug is still here. Like I said, I think I'm just going to have to report that bug. I just keep forgetting to report the bug, because I'm pretty sure that's specific to my, like, very specific setup, where I have 3 monitors with the same resolution, and I have one that's a larger resolution, and I'm pretty sure... something about that is causing the confusion when they render in. By the way, Outbrk is still performing really well with my VTuber up. So, yeah. Initially, this performance patch I was concerned because it was running at upper 90s without OBS. And now it's running at about 78%. They also did improve the VRAM load-in. They used to shove the entire scenario into your VRAM, and that's what was causing crashes on some people's computers. I know, Amber. I was watching Amber Wicks. I was watching her play some Outbrk, and yeah, GPU crash issues were happening there prior to this patch. Now, this patch that came out on July 9th. Yeah, I think it was July 9th. Fixed a lot of issues. Now, let me just swap over here. Hey, let's see how smooth this is while Outbrk is running. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, hold on. I already knew this was going to happen. With OBS, sometimes you have to launch something before it appears. So it'll appear in its old resolution. So don't worry about that. That's an easy fix. And I know exactly what that's from, because that was in 1080 mode. So, yeah, just expand the canvas there. And we're all good. Now, whenever I launch any sort of new game, I'm going to have to resize it, except for my capture card. On my capture card, I just changed its resolution mode to the new resolution, and now I don't have to resize it. So, that's all good. So yeah, we're going to get started with Outbrk, and then we will do some Mario Kart World. I don't think Outbrk has high enough graphics right now, and also I am currently running it in... I'm still running this in 1080p, Outbrk itself. So, you're probably not going to notice much of a difference. I don't want to risk overworking the GPU by raising it even higher. And also, the window becomes gigantic when I am when I have a larger resolution set, so there's also that. Actually, out of curiosity. Oh, see? There is a 2560 mode right here. So yeah, theoretically in the future. But that could use more resources. Now, there is something else I'm a little curious about. So, we've got this scene here. Let me just minimize some of the things on this other monitor here. So, let's say, for instance, I want to go to the computer monitor when I want to show you guys something. Ah, look at that. Okay, so yeah, that swap happens nicely. By the way, because of the larger canvas size, I can also fit more of chat, so I actually got to expand the chat window too. More real estate, big benefit. Very happy about that. That's a big plus. There's a few catches to 2K, so one of the things is that you... Okay, this is sort of the mixed beneficial slash also not so beneficial. But you have to use enhanced broadcasting. The reason why I consider it cumbersome is because you can't use disconnect protection during it. So if OBS crashes, and remember, OBS is becoming increasingly more famous for crashing, the stream instantly goes offline instead of going to the disconnect screen. So that means the VOD splits in two, the ad manager restarts, like all that annoying stuff. On the other hand, it does have an auto-optimize feature, which, you know, my opinion about using the auto features is I don't like that. I like to know that I know how to do my settings. Also, is there one pixel? Hold on. Is that a sub-pixel up there? Is that just what this is capturing doing that? Yeah. OBS, why is there a single line of black pixels up there? I don't like that. Is that like the display capture? It's like what is this display capture doing? That's not doing anything. It's still bothering me. Okay, that doesn't fix it. That actually makes it flicker, and I don't like that. So we're just going to change back to automatic, and we're going to keep it that way. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, there is I did put in brackets at the end. There is a bit of a 2K test here, so we're just trying to make sure that this mode is working well. Okay, let's get into a scenario then, and let's hope that things continue to go smooth. Yeah, I don't know why desktop capture is leaving a single row of darkness, like one vertical pixel up at the top of darkness. Not sure why. Might be like OBS's capture method or something. I do plan to update everything after the 31st here. So when we do our stream test on August 2nd, that's when I plan to have everything updated and hope that nothing crashes and burns, but that's what a test stream is for. Update everything to the latest version, update my video drivers, update OBS. When are you going to Windows Vista? Oh, jeez. Oh, you meant Windows 11. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Actually, why am I even saying that? Windows Vista is... I don't think Windows 11 is as bad as Windows Vista, but Windows 11 is... Let's just say it's really not as good as Windows 10. And Windows 10 isn't as good as Windows 7. Windows 7 was one of my favorite. Windows XP was pretty good too. Going back to Windows XP though, I do notice the speed of the operating system quite notably. Even if you're running it on better hardware. Windows 98, that's where I started. I mean, I was on a few computers that were Windows 95, but the first computer that I had ready access to was a Windows 98 computer. Good times. Started on Apple. Oh man, the old Apple. That is back before Apple got too carried away with making things look extremely fancy for some reason. Well, their own unique version of fancy, I guess. We don't have any organization here. However, this is a suspected hook echo, so we're going to keep an eye on this. The rotation's not quite in the right spot here. This would have the best chance, but right now this is in the middle here, so it could just be hail-induced. Let's get an idea of where this is going. So this appears to be going mostly west, but we're sort of... Okay. Unfortunately, we started in Bakersville on the other side of a hill, so it's going to take us a little bit. Let's take advantage of some of the gorgeous visuals. Now, this scenario right here, I'm currently at 85% GPU. Honestly, I'd love it if I could bump up an option a little. But for now, I'm really loving the fact that I can run this, my VTuber software, OBS, and the game at the same time and not have an issue. Also, hold on. Outbrk is sort of... let me just move it over a little. There we go. Is there a donut shop in Bakers yet? There better be. It's called Bakersville. Tush donut shop in Baker's Tush. Oh, I don't think those are donuts. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're gonna go down this road. Once we get to the main road here, we'll take a left there. And then we're going to take a right onto the highway, and that should take us most of the way there. At least I'm pretty familiar with this map. I remember intercepting a tornado further up there. Why is there a sign way on the road here? Really? Must be Bakerville's new speed suppression things, yeah. Next thing you know, they're going to start putting speed bumps in. They're going to start doing the curves that mess around with you. They installed one of those not too far from here, down one of the roads. However, I don't know why they chose that road. Not as many people go down that road as they do to a road a little closer to here. So I don't fully understand why they chose that specific road. Are we going to have enough time to get there? It's still not inbounds yet, so... we are going to have to drive through a few hail cores to get there, though, and that might be a bit of an issue. So we're actually going to go past the highway to the road that runs just west of it. As you can see, the rain curtains are much more detailed, and I love the attention they put into it. Also, the rain actually reacts to the wind direction. It actually gets angled the direction the wind is going, which is also a really nice touch. For the most part, the tornadoes are more realistic with their direction. I did encounter a scenario previously, though, where we had a tornado suddenly shift direction, and I didn't like that. So, probably just a scenario they missed. Here, let me put on headlights as well. Oh. Okay, hold on. We gotta be ready to slow down because we are gonna have to go up a block right about here. Hey, look at that. Nice and early. Oh yeah, they improved the lighting for the dashboard, so you can actually see it now. Okay, so this is the highway we're going to be driving right past. Okay. Apparently, we've got a possible tornado in here. I'm not sure how long that's going to last. I might go for the original hook down here. I have a feeling it's going to jump. Like, I don't think this tornado's actually going to be around for very long. We're going to try to do a highway intercept if this is the case. It's already pretty close to the highway. We might not be able to actually get it, so. We can at least get some pictures if it's too close. Unfortunately, we got too much rain curtain right now. Let's see if we can at least partially get out of this rain curtain here. Might be able to see it. And really hope that it is not rain-wrapped. Rain-wrapped tornadoes are not fun. Not fun to chase. They come out of nowhere. We encountered one. We encountered one in the previous stream. It was sort of, it sort of came out of nowhere. We're like, nope, back it up. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be producing a tornado for very long, if it is. If it even still is. Let's be a little careful here. What's that over there? We're definitely getting our fair share of lightning over here. I'm not actually seeing any sort of tornado. But yeah, we're going to focus on over here. Yeah, the cone came in, but we don't really seem to have an actual tornado happening right now. Or it's just too rain-wrapped for us to actually see. So we're going to head further down here. We got more and more of a hail core developing. I think we're going to off-road a bit too. Off-road a little, take us off to the next road over here. And set us up for... I really hope that something develops. There's no more hook there, so... Not sure if we're actually going to get something. Let me double check my water. How much hydration do I have? Okay, I have an alright. I have a fair amount of hydration. I might have to sneak away and grab some quick hydration at some point. But for the time being, looks good. Got a bit of a hill here, so we're just gonna do that. Alright, we can actually see the end of the storm now. Alright, any rotation down there? Wow, okay. Oh, okay, we got something developing here. I'm not really... Most of that's inside the hail, so I don't think I'm not falling for it. But what's going on over here? Also hail. I don't know, this storm's pretty disappointing so far. Are we actually going to get something meaningful out of it? We've got a tornado warning in an area that... Well, maybe this area is producing. The rotation's not in the right spot. I'm going to move a little further south here because we might have a hook developing. But let's see if we get a hook developing. So we got to get just barely outside this hail core here, in which we are currently not experiencing any hail, but we might still experience some hail if it if we continue to stay in there. But I'm not interested in the hail. We don't get storm buckaroos from hail pictures. This actually looks this looks really cool. We're sort of at like the edge of the rain curtain here. Look behind us, you can see this. Oh, there you go. A lot of rain. And then over here, well, we're starting to slowly get... Yeah, we're starting to slowly become part of the rain and all that. Got a little bit of rotation. Again, it's all happening within the hail, so... I don't know. I don't think this is going to be one of my favorite storms to chase. But we did have a lot of fun with one of the previous ones. I see notice I'm getting a little laggy right now. Our GPU is sort of at like 95 to 97%, so that's probably why. And also, it doesn't help that I'm like chilling in this rain curtain here. Apparently, we still got a tornado going along here. Well, you know what? Since this refuses to produce an actual, like, something to go off of, maybe we'll try to chase this one. We'll just go down this highway and then we'll start driving up the road. Where am I turning when I get over here anyways? Okay. I'm going like straight up and then taking a left when the road ends. Here we go. Darn, no elusive wall cloud pictures. It's a rare species, this wall cloud. Very few pictures documented. You know what would be super cool is if there was a very tiny chance of these storms producing ball lightning. So, a short video emerged of one of last week's thunderstorms in Alberta producing a really cool ball of a really cool ball of light during a thunderstorm. Ball lightning. Somebody actually got a picture of it. Or sorry, a video of it, which is a huge boon because ball lightning is rare. It is literally, it is an orb. It is an orb of lightning. It is really cool. And it rarely happens. Like, conditions have to just be perfect for it. So that was really cool to see. And I sort of wish that I was in that rough location when it happened. Are we sure ball lightning is a once-in-a-lifetime? Are you sure it's not once every 5 lifetimes? I don't think very many people, even people who often go outside, may ever get an opportunity to see some ball lightning. We've got 2 tornadoes now. So we are now moving away from an area that is now producing a tornado. This looks very broad. This might be a pain in the arse to chase. This could be promising up here. Well, hold up. Bookend vortex? Wait. Do bookend vortexes exist in this game? That'd be cool. I'm seeing the northern part of the storm sort of curl into itself. It doesn't look like it's a very broad bookend if it is one. But the way it's behaving is sort of suggesting that. We saw a bookend vortex signature yesterday. That was the storm I was watching, the Airdrie Calgary storm. The one with the really cool pictures. There were so many beautiful pictures. And there was continuous lightning. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to see those pictures. But that storm initially was really getting our attention because there was a classic bookend vortex happening in the northern part. Now, there were several spotters on it. and they didn't report any tornado activity from it. Bookend vortexes don't always produce tornadoes. It's just an area of rotation. If the rotation becomes focused and strong enough, it could become a tornado. Okay, we're not going to get a tornado jump scare by me driving this way, am I? No tornado jump scare? We definitely had a tornado jump scare last stream. Is there anything that resembles a tornado? I can't tell if that's a tornado. That might just be the lighting. I am chasing phantom tornadoes. The conditions are not really right for a focused tornado. Like, look at this broad rotation here. It's not really... This is becoming focused. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to head south, and we're going to pursue that. That actually...
Hi, I'm Daisy!
That actually looks promising. Aqua, welcome on in. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. Also, I am doing an experiment with 2K. I have no idea if it's working. So if anybody does actually see the 2K option, I would definitely like to be assured that it actually works. I don't see the 2K option at all on my side, so... You don't have to select it because it uses more bandwidth. I just need to know if the option's actually there. Oh, you only see 1080 as well. That's neat. So I followed Twitch's instructions and clearly it didn't work. I guess I'll need to recheck the settings, but Twitch, your 2K isn't working. I followed your instructions, and it's not working. I had the canvas on. I have the canvas set to 2K. I have enhanced broadcasting on. What was the third thing? I don't remember right now. I think there was something else. Something else I can't remember. Okay, now, I need to make sure this cone is actually telling me where things are going. Usually they point tornado polygons the direction it's going. And so far in the long range, I am estimating about here. Don't have too much of a hook here. Like, this might be a little bit of a hook echo. It's not really that strong. We're going to go to the point here. At present, I don't see it. The tornado polygons don't always mean that there's a tornado. That just means there's a pretty good chance, like the radar's indicating that conditions are favorable. Like, tornado warnings... If you get a tornado warning in your area, still take it seriously. A tornado warning doesn't mean 100% there is a tornado on the ground. Also, by the way, there is nothing right now. That looks like a tornado. I can't see it very well, but I do see the debris signature. Yeah, tornado warning is definitely something to take seriously, for sure. We also briefly got the little tag for a tornado. Oh, this is a tornado! There's a debris signature on the ground, so it's definitely a tornado. Oh. Yeah, it's a little difficult to see, but... Oh, and it's far away. We got a good rating on that picture, so it's actually still pretty... Actually, you know what? That makes sense. So it's probably roughly around here. I'm ignoring the tornado markers because when you take a picture of a tornado in real life, you don't actually get that little marker telling you where it is. I'm suspecting that it is this little pocket here. We actually have a little bit of a hook forming. Let me just get a rough idea of where this is going. It is heading... we might want to get a little closer to the... Well, I don't want to get too close. Heat up some lobster bisque. Oh my goodness. Sounds like something that'll be pretty darn good. Sounds like hamburgers are on the menu for us today. Okay, so we got a debris signature. Not really giving me a... We might have a direction change happening, so just... hold on, I think we're gonna have to... let you know how it tastes. Need to get some hamburgers sooner or later. Yeah, hamburgers are a lot of fun. Nice classic. I'm gonna move further up this road here. I am getting the... How close is this? And my goodness, it is still difficult to see. I'm not a big fan of chasing this. Optimal, it's closer. It's closer, alright. Oh, you got the 2160? Wait a minute, 2160. Did I set the resolution as correctly? Is that why it didn't... We can't intercept this. It's already too close to the road. We can take some pictures. We can admire it. It might be because you're on the phone. So, Omega, you actually see the option? Okay, I'm glad it's working if that's the case. I was just curious on whether the option would actually... 4320... Oh, geez. I think that's, yeah, that's 4K. Not available yet. According to Twitch, it's in, like, closed beta. So, the tornado is up there. And it's going to be passing this road pretty soon, so we can't even chase it there. And that unfortunately leaves us with this awful to intercept area. $40. Oh, yeah. There we go. All the way. I'm just going to keep an eye on our winds here. Oh, dear. No! Get me away from this tree! Get me away from the tree! By the way, we can't intercept this. Unless it is heading parallel to the road, in which we would have a better chance. Stay on the road. It also might rope out. Ooh, I do not. Oh, I don't like this scenario. Oh, keep listening to Reddit lawyer things. Oh, oh my goodness! When I was troubleshooting stuff, once again, I don't know why Google keeps bringing like Reddit forums up for specific technical troubleshooting. Because every bloody time I get a Reddit forum, it's irrelevant to my issue. It's always about something else, or the rare one that is relevant has no answers at the bottom, and it's like, don't give me these results if there's no answers. I'm not looking for other people who have the same problem, I'm looking for a solution to the problem. I think this tornado just ghosted us. I think we got ghosted by this tornado. It might reemerge. Also, we might get a tornado over here. Hold on. We're not going to get a tornado that lasts very long over there. I'm going to try to go for this. And we might need to do a bit of a cut across to do this. It's just a little shade. Yeah. Doesn't really want to do anything while we can see it. Nope. To be fair, this storm structure is pretty awful for consistent tornadoes. Like, this is like an on and off sort of scenario. I didn't even check the environmental conditions. I guess this time I was just going off of instinct. When you're planning where to chase, though, don't go off of instinct. We're going to glide across the field here. See if we can get ourselves a little bit of a head start onto the next road. We do have some rotation redeveloping here, and it's actually a pretty good area. The soup is really good. Oh, fantastic to hear. Oh my goodness. As soon as I see the word lobster, I was like, oh, this is probably going to be out of my budget. But hey, maybe one day. Maybe one day. We're sort of capped at 40 kilometers an hour right now because we're off-road, so... Oh, this isn't even very strong anymore. Also, this is becoming broad over here, so... We'll try to chase this. It looks sort of like it's right in the hail core. Oh, we went over 40 for a bit. Can I do that again? Okay, well now I definitely can go over 40 because I'm on the road. Again. Yeah, I'm on the road again. Oh my goodness. It's important to keep in mind with the 2K streaming and all that. I will be doing that in stream form only. Archiving will remain at 1080. The storage thing is not going to be very happy. On PC, you only see 1080. Me as well. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe some sort of hardware requirement that I'm not aware of. Even though I have a pretty good computer with a 4060 on it. But my 4060 is currently mostly occupied with Outbrk, so... yep. Maybe I have a setting off in the settings, actually. I know I have a FPS cap of 60. I should actually check Twitch's requirements for the FPS as well. I'm pretty sure it said 2K 60, but yeah, I'll have to double check that afterwards. I wanted to see if this worked. I did. It took a lot of work resize it. I had to resize all the sources. Any Firebot functions that say transform OBS source, I have a lot of those. I had to change all of those. I had to do a lot of math. There was a lot of multiply the current size by 1.3333 to get the new size. Certain things I had to scale up. Other things I didn't have to scale up, so it was a lot of figuring out what the heck. Also, I don't think we're getting a tornado out of this. Oh. Okay. We got a new hook down here, which might be worth chasing. I think what I'm going to do here... chasing here is not really that practical. We're going to try for a long-range intercept, but I don't know, I get the feeling Okay, we're gonna try for here. Not a very fun chase. There's been a lot of brief rain rep tornadoes that are really difficult to intercept. We got some tornado pictures, we got 0 fungal pictures because everything has been developing after where we were trying to intercept. Let's try for another long range. Also, we're probably going to have to get fueled up over here. Vroom vroom. Just so the fuel doesn't harass me while I'm in the middle of a chase, because that would be really annoying. The hook's getting stronger. We're just watching the hail fall while we wait for our fuel tank to be full. Alright. We're going to head down this road here. That should put us ahead of the storm. And then we're going to go for our next road over here. Okay, how's the rotation right now? It's broad, not really that promising yet. If it gets focused, then we should have a tornado that stays on the ground for more than 30 seconds. Oh, you look at that, it just got warned. Hold on. Fungal cloud picture. Hold on, I want to see if I can get a fungal cloud picture. Can we stop? Holy, how many times? The brake button just does not work, apparently. We've got a tornado warning, and I see nothing that I can take pictures of. Just a whole bunch of flashing. I can't wait until the lightning is upgraded. Like the way the lightning flashes, like not just flicker bright and dark, which I'm sorry if anyone is subject to seizures and epilepsy. Unfortunately, lightning is very flashy. It's the unfriendly side of nature for anyone subject to epilepsy and all that. Oh, we got our 1 minute heads up for ads here, so just be ready for that. Hopefully, we're not encountering an intercept right when the ads roll, because that would be very annoying. We're just gonna cut this corner here. I still don't see any debris signature and indication that the tornado's actually on the ground. The hook's still there. It's not really that solid. It's still there. I'm gonna head down to the marker. We might need to reevaluate. Also, I did some really nice steering. That was some really nice steering correction. Now it's letting me stop. Okay. The hook is solidifying again. The rotation is not there. So we're gonna have to go off of the hook. And what direction is this hook going? It's going roughly about here. So we're gonna go just before the bend, and that'll be our 1080p is the max. Oh my god, seriously? Yeah, I'm gonna need to check my settings. What the heck? Maybe I could check while we wait for this non-existent tornado. Here, let me drive up here and see if any tornadoes exist. Alright. Does a tornado exist? Apparently it does. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, oh, oh. The Fangle is... Okay, the cloud... Auto and then 1080. Yeah. Alright. So... I guess 2K is not really actually working. Judging by the direction I'm seeing that going, we're going to need to head further south here. We don't have very much time. It looks like it's getting closer rather fast. And unfortunately, we have some trees that are going to be in our way too. Apparently, it's still pretty far away. The debris signature appears to be stationary-ish. It might be moving slightly south of me. We're going to go to about here, and let's see what we get out of the debris signature now. Can't see very well. This could be a good spot. Unfortunately, you could, the visible part is only going right down to here. This part of the column is currently invisible, which is a pretty common property of a tornado that's not fully mature or not super strong yet. We're still only getting a good ranking from this. Hold on. Set canvas and output to at least 2560 by 1440. By the way, I'm not going to get too distracted by this because we do have a tornado and it really is looking like it's heading towards us. The debris signature is in roughly the same area. We got these trees as a real... Oh, hold on. Okay, no. It is now shifting. So we're just going to head... I'd say... Maybe just past these houses? Or maybe it's going to aim right at the houses. Welcome back from ads, everybody. The intercept did not happen during the ads, thankfully. And, okay, roughly where are we? Hey, we might... What? Oh, wait, hold on. So... Okay, this is the direction we're looking at. We're apparently looking right at it. It is currently riding off of the tip of the tail here. Also, it is getting closer. Honestly, it's looking a little wide. Like, the debris cloud is actually looking a little wide. Sort of making me wonder a little about this one. It's still traveling a little southward. So we're going to head, I don't know, past this house here. And let's reevaluate from there. I can't tell how intense this one is. It's a little difficult. Like, that's a pretty, that's quite the debris thing. It's also going over a whole bunch of trees, so that might also explain why. Hey, don't you freaking dare. The hell do you think you're doing? Wait a minute. Is that a height? That might be a height effect. Don't even think about leaving. You get your arse right over here, right now, tornado. Okay. Okay. Apparently this is the game we're playing, where the debris signature disappears completely, and then all of a sudden, there it is! What the heck was that all about? Let's get out of here. Yep, the tornadic winds were not far behind us. What the heck was that? The debris cloud, like, sunk downwards. And then it was just there again. It probably went into the pool of water prior to. That's probably what happened. Really? 2,900's all we're gonna get out of this? I gotta say, this tornado's got one... Well, to be honest, it doesn't really look like too powerful. Like, the column's not that wide, but the debris signature is big. Ripley, welcome on in. Good to see you. I hope you're having an amazing time zone, and I hope you're having a smooth recovery. Oh, I think this is reportable again. Let's give it another report. I think it's still going over the probe. Maybe? Let's turn this corner here. Let's not get too close, but let's turn this corner here. Oh, it's past the probe now. Okay, so it's got one heck of a debris signature, but apparently not really that powerful. Oh, and it also looks like it was a little north of us. By the way, this is actually a pretty cool view of the debris signature right here. Well, I'm glad we had to intercept that at least. This wasn't a very fun storm to chase. It was a little ridiculous with all the tornadoes spawning, despawning. We do have potential for another chase. If we can get over here. Now, I like approaching storms from the south, typically, when it's going from west to east. Because then the south side of the storm tends to be where the tornado spawns. And also, if you're south of it, it's usually a clear sky, so you get a better view. Woo! We're just going to keep taking this road, because apparently this road eventually curves back and heads that way. And hopefully it's not too much of a detour to go and get things. The upload and probe data is essentially, it's like a cooldown. Apparently, according to the development outlook released on June 30th, they are going to be making different grades of probe, and like cooldowns will be a variable that can be changed with the probes too. So they're adding some depth to that. Let's just hope I got a decent amount of funds so I can immediately upgrade. Because I don't want to know how much more annoying the I don't know, a tier 1 storm probe is. Whatever system they're going to use. Maybe they'll call it tier 1, maybe they'll just call it low grade, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Oh, they might actually use the like actual probes out there. That'd be pretty cool. Don't mind me driving way past the road I intended to turn on. I might actually change my mind again, though. Let's see how close the tornado is to this particular road. We still got some distance. We should be able to set up a good intercept here, I think. Maybe. I do have a degree of uncertainty, actually. Oh, especially when the road swerves like that, that just, like, you don't have as much time as you think. Also, the tornado is mysteriously going up hills again. Also, I don't think it's heading the same way that it was heading before. No, never mind. I think it's heading pretty close to here. Again, really hard to go off of because it's like doing this. I'm gonna head to about here. I'm just gonna head right to the intersection because apparently tornadoes like intersections. And then I'm gonna later find out that where I originally placed the target was actually the spot. Oh! We got a tube on the ground! And also, the original target was indeed where we wanted to go. I think this is as close as I want to get. Look at how fast it's going now that it actually has a shape to it. Let's see what we can get out of this. No, it's too far north. Okay, never mind. Aborted. What we're going to do now that this actually has a shape to it... So it's crossing right about here. I'm just going to turn around. We might be getting too close to the actual wind, so we're just going to turn around. And we're going to take the south road here. Thankfully, this is sort of mini grid road territory, so we're just going to head down here. We're going to head up a block, give ourselves a bit more of a lead on this. Now that it actually has a visible column, this is a bit of an unfortunate area to have to chase a tornado because we got crops in the way. Oh my goodness, I swear the break-in sometimes just does not work. Still really hard to tell. Where's the actual, like, column itself? Oh, okay. My vehicle's running away from me. My vehicle sort of ran away. I'm going to set up a probe here, and we're just going to get out of here ahead of time. And hopefully we've got what we need. Don't you wish you could set up multiple probes at some point? I mean, technically, if you have a team in multiplayer, you can set up multiple probes, but you don't exactly share the cache. Okay, so far it's drifting this way, which is suggesting north of, which would be ideal because our probe is also north of. Also, we gotta report it again. Also, based off of the angle I'm facing, it is sort of... Let's see here. We're pointing this way, so it's sort of like here-ish. According to the radar, it is... It should be close enough to the probe to actually get winds. I'm not sure if it's going to be a direct hit. By the way, we still got plenty of opportunities as long as this tornado persists. We can actually... that might be iffy, but we can actually try, like, somewhere around here, too. Also, Eagle Cliff might, they might be wanting to prepare to take shelter pretty soon here. Hold on, it's in my blind spot now. I want a bit of a better view. No, get out of... I'm gonna leave this chase pretty soon. I'm getting a little tired of the tornadoes despawning after short periods of time. Make up your mind, tornado. Where the heck are you? No velocity left. Why did the velocity even leave despite there being a hook? What the heck's going on? Here, hold on. Let me check the environment. Dew point's good. Energy is meh. Oh, we definitely got some utilization still happening, though. And the hook is reforming. Wow, am I ever so surprised? Let me guess, it's going to form a fungal past me. Because, oh boy. Okay. Grab this. Yeah, at least give me the elusive wall cloud if we're going to be spamming tornadoes that only last 30 seconds. Like, where's my wall cloud pictures? Rare species, very difficult to find. Hey, let us head down another block then. We're going to head right into the wall of rain. The wall of rain. Sounds like a dungeon. Water dungeon. Why is it that, like, the majority of RPGs always have, like, a, well, not necessarily water, but, like, an ice-themed dungeon. It's like there's always an ice dungeon. And the ice dungeon always has some sort of nonsense with sliding objects, or pushing objects and, like, sliding them into the right place and all. I mean, hey, it's a pretty good excuse to put in, like, little puzzles and that, but, like I was mentioning in one of my previous Mario Kart streams, how about a spooky ice-themed area? I feel like that is a trope that's just not done often enough. Oh, that's why they're mysteriously despawning. Because the scenario's ending. I'm out of this scenario. I'm done with this scenario. This scenario sucked. It's like on and off tornadoes. But we did get a nice little boost from that intercept, even if it wasn't a very good one. We almost made more tornado pictures than we did in the actual, like, probe data and all that. Okay, that's what we got going there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. In OBS version 31.0 or newer. Wait a minute. Who the hell would want to download OBS 31.2 though? Isn't that the one that crashes the moment it exists? So I don't have a new enough version of OBS apparently. Goes offline for 5 minutes to update. I don't want to do that. I think we'll just run another 2K test at another time. For now, we're currently in fake 2K. All right, so the canvas size is still for 2K and all that. It's for 1440p. There we go. It's for that. The canvas size is right. The output size is like that, but Twitch is probably downscaling it right now because, yeah, OBS 31.0 or newer. I have 30.2.1 because I found the 31 series to be incredibly unstable. Twitch, could you stop trying to push us towards unstable versions of OBS, please, and thank you? Okay, well, that'll explain that. So, no 2K then. No 2K. I could briefly, like, I could, like, BRB rerun the stream shortly after, but again, I'd have to update OBS on the spot. And guess what? There's probably going to be, like, 80 issues as soon as I update OBS. Unstable enough as is. This version of OBS is still more stable than some of the other versions, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay. So no 2K. So what I gotta do here, I'm just gonna update the array here so that it does not say, where is the array? There it is. Welcome to my confusing, to my confusing little, array. So I think we're July 19th. So we're currently on line 130. No 2K test. No 2K test. 2K test does not work. But Outbrk works. It'd be pretty cool if I actually like read the fine print properly here. I'm very curious on if I can actually get it to work, though. I'm actually sort of tempted to briefly end the stream and try and update OBS. How long does it even take to... Yeah, it might take a little while to download the OBS update. Nah, you know what? No. No, I don't want to interrupt the flow of the stream. I don't want to restart Ad Manager. Consider we still got 35 minutes till the ad. I don't want to reset Ad Manager. That's one of the most annoying parts of this. Maybe, you know what? How about we do another chase and then roughly around, if the ads are about to roll soon or something like that, then maybe we can do a little, switcheroo. I don't know, I sort of wanted to run a 2K test today, and... oh my goodness. Just do that during my BRB. Oh, another thing I gotta be careful of when I split a stream though is that Firebot might actually advance the it might advance the stream number, which will cause the title to display incorrectly and a few other possible issues. I guess I could disable the stream ending thing so that it does not do the cleanup tasks at the end, and we might still be good. Anyway, I'll think about that after the chase here. We're gonna do another chase before I even consider doing that stuff. I don't like this scenario already. Like, it just loaded in, and I don't like how scattered these storms are. There's no organization to them. Doesn't look like there ever will be any organization with the dynamics they're facing. Maybe we'll get something along this chain. Dew points are sort of... Oh, dew points are not really the best either. They're sort of meh. They got 15s, which is okay. 17's alright, too. 14, not really that good. 13, sort of bleh. So... And we've only got energy here. I see. I wonder if there's an equal amount of exciting scenarios to meh scenarios. Because this feels like a meh scenario. Antenna, headlights. Sure, we'll turn on the wipers. There's 2 drops falling. We'll turn on the wipers. That sounds good. Update OBS while Outbrk is running. That's a good way to get your stream to crash. I'm sure of it. Or get your GPU to crash. Oh, wait. It doesn't really look like it. It sort of looks like what they attempted to simulate here was an outflow boundary, which is a property you will see with a lot of strong storms. It sort of looks like an outflow boundary formed there, and it crashed into this line here, and then caused storms to just develop like no tomorrow. My goodness. Ah, we might get something developing here. This is starting to look a little more promising. Where did it start me? Start me on Prairie Hills, huh? Just to realize after tomorrow, fools should be like, yep. Yep. The 21st. Good stuff. I saw some heat statements going like on and off along the East Coast, so hopefully they didn't have to endure any of that, because heat advisories are not very much fun in a high humidity environment. It feels like it's just like a killer. Like, ugh. Not gonna lie, I really want to like install a new version of OBS now. And what is the new version, anyways? The main thing here is I was going to be upgrading OBS anyways at some point, and this new version that came out here, the version after the previous version. Oh, what? 30.1 now? Oh, sorry, 31.1. Fix the crash when using... 30.1 came out? Okay. I don't like that now. Now I don't like the looks of a new update, because I think it was like 31.0.4 or something like that when I last checked. And that version looked like it actually fixed what was the most likely issue for OBS crashing. And that was, I probably had an audio source with no size specified, because audio sources don't have a size. They're audio. We do have a little bit of a hook forming. Okay, rotation's looking a little weak on it. maybe the back part will become part of a hook, actually, just with the way things are moving. Or maybe it'll connect here, and this will just be another chasing the clouds kind of scenario. Yeah, we're just gonna do some cloud chasing. Not just me sitting in the middle of an intersection here, waiting for a storm to actually become interesting. Is the cape any better now? No, not really. The cape is actually very little boring. Not too exciting. Oh. Maybe? Maybe? What's the velocity? Nothing focused. We're getting the impression then, we sort of want to go here. Okay, we're going to head up here, and then we're going to take the highway out. And we'll see if we get something. Vroom vroom. See, one of the big things I want to actually have 2K active for is for Mario Kart World. I think the differences will be most noticeable there. That's a cool ditch. What a cool feature. Oh, hey, there we go. That is a bit of a hook developing on the end of that storm now. It's not exactly where I was anticipating it would develop, though, so we're going to have to... Ew. What a terrible spot to intercept. Right in the middle of a hail core. Yep, can't see it coming. These steps for the streaming, though, the way they put it is like, you know, in regular unremarkable text, in OBS 31.0 or later. It's so subtle. Oh my goodness. Okay, so one of the big catches was Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting? No. One of the biggest catches is OBS 31.0 or newer. Because OBS updates are notorious for breaking crap. All the time. So... That's the biggest catch. Okay. By the way, I can still downgrade to this version if the new version of OBS is BS. Did I see that right? Okay. So, honestly, it should be an easy fix. They just gotta move the light post a little further down so it's actually anchored. For now, we'll just say that it has one of those magical stones underneath it that makes it float. And makes power cables invisible. The power of the stones. Okay. We got a tornado warning. Oh, for way down there. Okie dokie. Here we go. Mario Kart's going to be quite a bit of fun, actually, because Mario Kart does have the so mirror mode does exist. It's unlocked through a little cryptic, but you gotta do a little free roam. You gotta do the special cup twice. Special cup first time to clear it, and then the second time to actually unlock mirror mode. Free roam there. It's like 10 of whatever, 10 of whatever, 10 of whatever. P-switch, question mark panels, and whatever, peach medallions. There we go. And then you've got to do the special cup again. Now, better question, do we actually have a tornado here? Well, if we do, it's going to be beyond this rain wall. I don't see one. I don't know about you, but I don't see one. It would have already passed, or it would have been approaching the road right now, if there was actually one. And once again, not even a wall cloud. I swear wall clouds are just not put into the new scenarios. What is going on with the lack of wall clouds? Also, this isn't even severe, apparently. What? How is this storm not severe? Tide, welcome on in. Good to see ya. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. This is like Prairie Weather Office kind of forecast management right here, where you see this big storm with a big hail core. It obviously looks severe, but nope, it's not severe at all. We're just not going to market. This is classic Prairie Region Weather Office kind of stuff. Or down in the US, it'd be like the Montana Weather Office. There's been some obviously severe storms that I'm not gonna. I don't want to throw too much shade at like the weather services, because like they try their best with what they got, but I just really wish they'd be paying attention to the radars better. You're doing great. I'm glad to hear that. So far, things are pretty decent over here. I was trying to do a 2K test and realized my OBS version is too old, so we'll probably have to do we'll do a little restart with a quick update. This is supposed to be a possibility of crash and burn kind of stream anyway, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Of course, the biggest risk of crashing and burning is the update in OBS part, because honestly, I find that's going to be more of a problem than 2K. So, we'll see how it goes. Also, OBS has moved on to version 31.1 by now. I think the version that I had a problem with was 30.0.1. It was crap. It wouldn't even launch. The issue I suspect it was put into the patch notes though, so I really do not like chasing storms up this road network. Is absolutely terrible to chase on. I just not liking chasing these. This one looks like a lot of fun to chase. I might actually swap which one I chase. This one looks pretty strong, actually. You got one heck of a hook going on. Initially, I wasn't going to chase it because it's way the heck down south. But it's actually looking more and more like it's going to be worth chasing. So if I head down past Prairie Hills and go to roughly here-ish, I might need to actually move myself up here. We'll start by moving up there. So we're going to go south on this road then as a result. After this chase, I'll navigate us to the BRB screen. And what I'm going to do here is, I'll just get the new version of OBS here. It should download pretty fast, and I should be back on about 5. I'll just pin up a message to give you guys a heads up of what's going on when we do that. There's no point in experimenting with something if it's outright not going to work, because I didn't read the article in saying you need OBS version 31. Or right now, I think it's at 31.1.2 or something like that. Looks like a lot of the issues they were mentioning were Linux specific this time, so hopefully that means I'll be alright.
Thank you!
Hey, thank you so much for the follow-up. Appreciate it. We do have anonymous follows, so I will avoid calling you out. But if you do feel like chatting, feel free to chat. Oh, we're going through another rain wall here.
Hello!
That was a quick rain wall. Bearded Hank, welcome on in. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, and welcome to some Outbrk. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. We're having an interesting time trying to chase these storms. We're rolling some scenarios that are not as easy as some of the others. So we're going to try and get the chases that we can. We're going to drive right on the center road. Don't worry about it. Tush, hello. Don't mind the sectoral captain there. Every once in a while, we'll take messages and replace random words with tush. Because it's funny, I suppose. Krista thought it was funny. Blame Krista. Krista is our other character. She doesn't stream during the off-season, but yeah. Loading your first scenario of the night. You're at 150k for the Dominator. The Dominator is like 1 million. It's quite the steps to get towards. I think I'm at 260k or something like that. Or it's the hanged. It's the hanged man. Oh, it's tied. Oh my goodness. Sitting at 850k. Oh, 150 to go. Soon. I'm still a bit of a distance. I've sort of been purchasing upgrades for this vehicle. So, I guess some distractions. Okay, we got that's a really nice looking tail. That's a long tail that the storm has. Also, it is now, like, way over here, so... Down here, perhaps? We're gonna have to go further down the road with that knowledge. Yeah, it is quite a grind. And it only seems like once every, 20 or so chases, you end up getting a tornado that's a big EF5, and those are like the big earners. I've only used the basic station wagon. Got the necessary usable upgrades, nothing cosmetic. I didn't worry too much about cosmetics, especially since the color that I like actually has no cost to it. So, I mean, that was a nice bonus. It's a nice little navy blue. Rain walls, rain walls. Oh, no. Let's stay on. Little bit of steering latency now we're in the rain here. Makes me wonder, maybe they did add the, making the roads a little more difficult during rainfall. I just glanced up to the GPU just to make sure. It's like, oh, maybe it's the GPU, but no, GPU's at like 80. That's good. This optimization update and the hotfix has been a significant help. I'm normally not able... Before the update, I was not able to run my VTuber with the game. It was faceless streams. Okay, so this is around where I put my target. I don't want to move away from my target right away. Usually when I place down a target and then I move later, the target ends up being in the right location and I end up missing an intercept. Okay. So, a little south is the impression that I'm getting here. Not going to be the most fun trying to intercept this, though. We're currently in the hail core, so we can't see anything. So it won't have the most generous of windows. Here, I'll put on the strobe light. Wee woo, wee woo. Oh, what's going on now? No, it's still aiming there. It's still aiming for roughly our location. Ah, yes. This is our current view. We are facing the correct way, right? Yes, we are. This is our current view of the sky. Ah, yes. We just got to give it a bit according to the radar here. The hail core should push just north of us for us to actually be able to see over here. Also, look, they finally marked it. They finally marked the storm as severe. Whoa, look at this. It's whichever area we get far away from in this scenario. I have some trust in this. As long as these cells here don't get in the way. I have a limited amount of trust now. I'm not sure if we're going to get anything out of this here. I'm getting a bit of an impression that this is going to wind up being sheer. Hold on. Really? Probably tapped into the energy down here if that's the case. Pretty nice hail core. Well, I thought the hail was supposed to go away. Or intensify, or like at the edge. Rotation. Nothing. Okay. We're just not gonna get anything out of this storm. And now it is starting to do the thing that yeah, of course. They look interesting, and then you get over there, and then they're no longer interesting. Classic. I don't know, this chase is looking like a bust. It's looking like a whole lot of waste your fuel going to the other side of the map. Oh, that storm fizzled out. Go to the other side of the map. Oh, that one fizzled out. I don't even know if the only thing that's telling me I should probably chase this one is that it's near Hopfield, and any intense storm near Hopfield ends up intensifying and running over Hopfield, so... Poor Hopfield never gets a break. Fast travel to Hopfield. I mean, now you can't. Even if it was the nearest fuel station, you can't anymore. It's now in a tornado-warned area. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I want to chase this one. We can sit here and have a bit of fun while I ponder on whether I should update OBS or not. You know what? If I press the update now button, it's probably going to close OBS right now. So I'm not going to do that right now. when we do update it, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go into my events here and the startup shutdown tab here. I'm going to temporarily halt the stream ended and stream started events. That way we can quick stop and quickly resume. Hopfield's looking real nice. I want to, but it's so far away. Like, I have to head way up here and highway in order to catch it. Ooh, they're getting pelted by hail right now. Oh my goodness. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a, I think I'm just going to end this particular scenario. Because by the time I get up there, it'll probably fizzle out. Especially if this is anything to go off of. It's going into an environment that has limited energy. Chances of it falling apart? Yeah, pretty decent. Let me just zoom out. We're just gonna do a bit of a ride off road here. Alright, let's get back on the road. Hey, was this where we were chasing the previous one? This looks familiar. Yeah, this is pretty close to where we were chasing. I don't think it was this body of water, but we were watching the debris signature decrease in elevation because it was going down into a valley. And we're like, where is it going? And then it rose back up near us, and we were like, oh, we're getting out of here. Oh my goodness. This storm? Is this storm going to become supercellular? It's got some energy. We shall stop here. We can still access the map while we're out here. Okay, what is the dynamics of this storm? It doesn't appear to be really rotating itself. And it's not really tapping much into the energy. Also, right, there's another thing I should be keeping an eye on, and that is the dew points. Oh, the dew points are pretty decent over here, actually. But yeah, this storm's just not tapping into the energy very much. Sort of like lagging behind the others. These storms up here are tapping into the energy. But they're not very reliable for chasing. Yeah. What's the velocity on this? Oh yeah, still got a rotation signature here. Somewhere over here. The hook does not look as prevalent anymore, but there's definitely the kind of rotation signature that we're looking for. But yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll another scenario. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the chase for the time being. Now, We didn't get a picture because we were too busy chasing air, apparently. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to run an on-the-fly update, and we're going to try the 2K test again. I'll update the title appropriately when we're back here. Also, I'm going to make sure that we don't have Outbrk running while I do this, otherwise that might mess up some things. So let me just get a message prepared here. Alright everyone, we're going to be back in just a little bit. I disabled the cleanup tasks and all that so that the stream's parameters should stay the same. As long as I don't quit out of Firebot, they will stay the same. I will be back in just a little bit. So even if the stream ends here, just wait about 5 minutes and we should be up and running again, given that the new version of OBS is actually functional. Let me just pin that, and we will see you in just a little bit. Bringing us up over there. We're going to confirm that. Okay.
And then
Back in a little
OBS
bit.
died. The end.
You little